If indoor plants are good for the mind, then join me in the veggie garden where we plant things that are good for the heart. Much to do in the veggie garden, but much to do for our reward. And there is something to be said about a basic gardening task such as mulching. And this we take from the chickens, their leftover nesting. And once we replace it with the fresh straw or hay, whatever we get, we just take it and place it around all the veggies. And it forms this beautiful mat. This mat not only protects the soil from the heat of the coming summer that I know we're going to have, but it also stops weed seeds from germinating, and it helps to regulate the temperature of the soil. So we know that at any time of the year we can get either incredible hot snaps or even very, very cold snaps. And what this beautiful layer does is an insulation. So in a garden bed where it's been raised like we have here, and it's been filled with really, really good organic content. And when I mean good organic content, if we need to just get in here, ooh, you see that beautiful darkness. You can see there's bits of the mulch still in here. And underneath that, and the soil's actually quite warmish. And I want to say cold, and I don't want to say too hot, because it should be neither. But it certainly is being protected. But this has been prepped. So folks, if at home you're deciding to go and become a subsistence vegetable farmer this weekend, I strongly recommend that if you're preparing, that you do use a good few bags of compost into the soil, lay it over nice and thick, and dig it into at least a fork's depth. Really important. And while you add it, add in some organic pellets, because what that's going to do is feed the soil. Remember, it's about keeping the soil at optimal health, which in turn means that we have great plants. So if you're gardening like this and you happen to have some beautiful mulch, all we're going to do is pop our plants in between. So you may have noticed while I've been babbling on that I've just added 2 trowels of compost, a wee little handful of our organic pellets, mix that in, and then I'm going to be adding in one of the most important colours in a veggie garden, and those are the reds. So I've got some little beetroot here that have germinated in these little cells, and these little red cabbage. This is the baby red cabbage. But here's the thing, guys, with anything in the reds or the purples, they actually contain a really important antioxidant called lycopene. And what that does is, that antioxidant is one of the biggest fighters against any cardiovascular, big word for me, cardiovascular diseases. It also helps protect and energize cells. And that's why berries, purple berries, that's why they're so important for you. So anything with the purple or the reds are really important to have. So not only are they good for you, but they're giving you essential elements, plus they're pretty tasty as well. I'd even say that. So away I go. I've also got my beetroot, so I want to pop the beetroot in. Now, beetroot is quite a long crop, guys, so when you do put them in, make sure that you pay attention, look after them, because you're going to take about 60 days until harvest. But what I do love about these little paper mache containers is that I can simply just break them off here. You see? There's my little germinated beetroot. Beautiful! And then pop them in here. And as you start watering, you can imagine, as you start watering, so the cardboard just starts disintegrating and we get far less transplant stress. So I've got loads more of these to be able to plant. And the final one, orange. Yep, your mom always told you, you got to eat your carrots so you can see in the dark. Well, guys, carrots makes sure that vitamin A gets absorbed into our bodies. And yes, it provides essential nutrition to our entire body. So eat your greens, eat your reds, and eat your oranges, and you'll probably be able to see in the dark.